Hey everyone, it's Chelsea with Savannah Rand Studios, and it's that time of the week again, Lunchtime Refresh. This is my twice weekly video that I do that is about 15 to 20 minutes long, so it's great for that midday slump, fitting into your schedule so that you can have a little bit of time to recenter, regroup, and start over again, feeling a little bit more refreshed as you go into the afternoon before the end of the day. And today I wanted to focus on something that we tend to not do as a society, and it's this idea that our emotions are uncomfortable, uncontrollable, untamable, horrible sensations that we need to tap down, avoid, dissociate from, rather than actually feeling and expressing our emotions the way that they were meant to be experienced, and therefore process them both through our body and our mind so that we can then release them in a constructive manner. So a lot of times what we're talking about when we say processing emotions in a constructive way is that it's coming down to the idea of you have to feel it to heal it, you have to sit with it to feel it, to embrace it with acceptance. And so today's video is going to be all about this idea of sitting with ourselves and our emotions from the day. So before we get started, I want you to take a couple of minutes to really feel your body, ground into yourself, and become aware of how your body is feeling at this moment. And we'll do that together through the connection with our breath and our heartbeat. So begin by finding a comfortable seated position, whether that is crisscross as I'm doing it with a pillow underneath me, or sitting on the floor, sitting in a chair, whatever's most comfortable for you in this moment. And bringing our hands to the tops of our thighs and either closing our eyes or softening our gaze, tuning into the feel of our breath as it flows naturally in through the nose and out through the mouth. Noticing the sensation of the breath without judgment or expectations, just meeting your body where it's at today, however that feels and however that looks. And at your own time and your own pace, move your awareness to your heart space, feeling the beat of your heart in your chest. If you like, you can place one or both of your hands on your chest to connect better or deeper with your heartbeat. Continuing to allow the breath to flow in and out of your body at its own pace. when you feel comfortable doing so, shift your weight from side to side. Very tiny movement, connecting to where the floor is in contact with your lower body. And finding stillness. Noticing the support of the floor or the chair underneath you. Connecting you to the ground, to the earth. Anchoring you in your experiences. And finally, return your awareness to your breath, connecting with its flow, its timing, its pace, moving in and out, filling your body before returning to the space around you. And when you're ready, I invite you to refocus your gaze or open your eyes, looking over your shoulders, right first, followed by the left, taking in your surroundings and the room around you. I invite you to take a couple of moments to think about a situation today or maybe in the near past that brought up uncomfortable sensations and emotions for you. Allowing yourself to hold those emotions in your mind and in your body as we begin to explore the situation, your emotions around the situation and how it felt in your body at that moment and how it feels in your body now. And to begin with, if you have blocks or books, I have us extend our legs out in front of us, placing blocks or books under the thighs, near the knees. If you're sitting on a pillow, this can be great. If you're not sitting on a pillow, it might be a little bit awkward, but that's okay. It still works in either capacity. The idea is to allow the legs to spread out, wiggling our toes and our ankles, allowing them movement while we support ourselves using our props. And as we go through the sequence, I invite you to hold and carry with you the situation that you are envisioning and connect it to what you're feeling in your body in this moment as you're going through your yoga sequence. For instance, I currently feel a little bit of discomfort, particularly in my lower half, because I do not feel like I can move efficiently, which has been one of the main situations that I've felt the last few days. And when you're ready, if you have the pillows or a block, I invite you to sit on it in hero's pose or lightning pose. If you need, you can always turn it on the side to make it a little bit higher to accommodate your body and how your body fits and expresses hero's pose. Tuning into your body and the situation that you're envisioning and remembering. This is the pose of wisdom and knowledge about looking deeper into the situation. And I invite you to delve a little bit deeper into the situation that you are examining. Look at it from all sides, from your perspective, the perspective of others, seeing if there was a core issue or a core belief at the core of the situation, at the center of it. If you have a yoga rope or a towel or a belt, just fold it in half, bringing it behind our back, broadening across the shoulders, opening up the chest, lifting the arms slightly up, opening up the heart space, allowing us to feel and integrate the situation into our experiences, integrating and accepting any knowledge or messages that we may feel from that experience and from those emotions. And giving ourselves love and compassion. Telling ourselves it's okay to feel our emotions, express our emotions, and accept our emotions for what they are and what they mean and what they tell us. And when you're ready, releasing the arms down, lifting them up overhead, connecting with the sky, reaching up toward the universe and the cosmos. If you like, reaching up toward divinity or the source for guidance and wisdom with your situation and your experiences. Remembering to breathe through the poses, through the emotions and sensations in the body. Hands together, arching the back slightly before leaning forward and forward folding. To place our hands on our mat, lifting our hips, releasing the pillow, blanket, or bolster, meeting in tabletop, big toes together, knees slightly wide, shift the hips back, letting go and surrendering into child's pose. Releasing any expectations or assumptions or judgments we have about ourselves, our emotions, and the situation that we found ourselves in. Begin to lift the hips, shifting the weight forward, returning the knees to center, toes back, adjust your hands back into tabletop, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, arriving in downward facing dog, expanding our awareness of ourselves, our emotions, our beliefs, our values, and the situation at hand. I invite you to pedal your feet, building up a little bit of momentum and heat. Working out the knots of the situation and of our emotions that may be tangled together. Shifting the gaze and weight forward, lift the right foot, draw it under your belly, placing it under your hips, walking your left foot back, coming into one-legged pigeon. If you like, you can use a block or books under the hips to give your hips a little bit more support. If you'd like, you can forward fold over your front right leg, clasping hands together, symbolizing that it's okay to release and express our emotions. And to feel our emotions. And if you forward folded, begin to lift the chest, tucking the left toes, lifting the hips, lift and extend the right leg back, planting it next to the left, downward facing dog once more. I invite you to pedal your feet, once again generating that momentum and that confidence in yourself, connecting with your emotions and the fire within your belly, before lifting and extending the left leg back, drawing it under the belly, through, placing it behind your hands, coming into pigeon on the left side, adjusting your right leg to deepen the pose. And once again, you can always put a block or some books under your left hip, giving it space to release. And if you so choose, you are free to forward fold over the left foot. Once again, remembering that it's okay to feel your emotions, your thoughts, and to release them once they have been processed through expression of your needs in your experiences. And when you're ready, lift the torso, planting the hands beneath you, tuck the right foot, lifting the hips, lifting and extending the left leg to the back of the mat before planting it once again next to the right, coming into downward facing dog. Slowly begin to lower the knees toward the mat, shifting your weight over onto the left hip, feet swing out in front of you, coming back into easy pose or crisscrossed legs, using a bolster or blanket, or sitting in a chair as we settle in for our final resting pose to recenter ourselves and process anything that came up during our sequence. I invite you to place your hands in your lap, left hand cradling your right hand, thumbs together, approximately at your navel, or wherever feels most comfortable for you. And either softening the gaze or closing the eyes, focusing on the breath. And when you're ready, I invite you to call your memory of the situation back into your mind. This time with the knowledge and wisdom that you discovered during the process of your yoga sequence. Feeling your emotions clearly and confidently. Connecting those emotions to any core beliefs or values that you hold within yourself. Noticing where you feel those emotions in your body the most clearest, with clarity and intuition. What do those emotions feel like? What images or thoughts come to mind as you feel those emotions in that situation? What does it feel like to know that you are safe to express your emotions, to express your needs and yourself and your thoughts about the situation? That your feelings are valid and your experiences are valid. How would you choose to express your emotions to help them release from your body in this moment? Is it through movement, through voice, through art, or by other means? What's one thing that you can do today to help you move through those emotions, processing them, accepting them, and integrating them into your person without judgment or expectations? Once you've heard that personal step that you can take, if you choose to take it, I invite you to release the situation that you were envisioning and refocus on your breath. Connecting once again with your body. Finally, releasing the focus on your breath. Allow yourself to open your eyes or refocus your gaze, taking in your surroundings. Maybe looking over your shoulder and scanning the room, reorientating yourself to the world around you. Inhale, lifting the arms overhead, and exhale, allowing the arms to float down, gently shaking your fingers as they come down. And do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, float the arms down, shaking out the fingers, out the energy. One last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, float the arms down, shake out the energy. Before you re-enter the world and go about your day, pause for one final second, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth with a deep cleansing sigh. I invite you to take those cleansing breaths as many times as you need before you head back to your day. I hope this video was helpful. Hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. And if you want to support me in a more physical way, feel free to check out my in-person and Zoom classes and workshops that are coming up on my Facebook event page, Savannah Wren Studio. Or you can also continue to support me by becoming a Patreon member, which you can find under Savannah Wren Studio. Until next time, always remember that the light and the darkness within me recognizes and honors the light and the darkness within you. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.